All right, fasten your seatbelts, folks, because today we are going deep, deep into Project Gateway.
Ooh. Yeah, this one's a doozy.
It is. We've got declassified U.S. Army reports. We've got books like Stalking the Wild Pendulum.
Right.
We are talking about training your consciousness, maybe even reaching other
Yeah,
dimensions.
the big stuff, the big questions,
Yeah.
right?
Have you ever just felt like there's like more to reality than we're seeing?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Well, that's what Project Gateway dives into. So
Yeah.
what is Project Gateway?
So Project Gateway, it was developed by the Monroe Institute,
Okay.
and it was basically a training system for altering your consciousness.
Right.
And they used a mix of techniques like hypnosis, meditation, biofeedback.
So there's like a method, like a structured approach.
Right, absolutely. It wasn't just, sitting in a dark room and hoping for the best.
I see.
There's a real system and a methodology here.
So it's not all mystical woo-woo.
Yeah.
There's some structure.
It's very deliberate. It was intended for people to reach an expanded state of awareness and explore non-ordinary realities, as they call it.
And I love that the Army was interested in this back in 1983.
Oh, yeah.
That's so wild to me. What were they trying to use it for?
Well, they were looking into things like remote viewing,
Whoa.
out-of-body experiences.
That's pretty far out there for the military, I'd say.
Yeah.
So how do you alter consciousness? Like what's the first step?
Well, the heart of it all is this thing called Hemi-Sync.
Hemi-Sync.
And it uses specific sound frequencies delivered through headphones to synchronize your brain hemispheres.
Like hacking your brain with sound.
Yeah, it's like brainwave entrainment, basically.
That's so cool.
So by synchronizing the brain hemispheres, they believe that shifts your brainwave patterns, creating a state that's more conducive to altered consciousness.
Wow. So you're using sound to shift your consciousness. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The report actually compares it to Kundalini yoga, which is
also about awakening, some sort of energy within us.
yeah.
So it's fascinating that they're drawing these parallels
Yeah.
between this sort of scientific, technological approach and these ancient wisdom traditions.
Right. Okay, I'm hooked. So like if I were to sign up for this Gateway program, what would it look like? What happens?
Well, the program is structured in different stages. They're called focus levels.
Okay.
And each level is meant to induce a deeper and deeper altered state.
Gotcha.
So it starts with focus 10,
Okay.
which is all about achieving deep relaxation.
Oh, okay. I can get down with that.
Right. That's pretty approachable.
Yeah.
But then it gets more intense.
Oh, I bet. Like how intense?
Well, focus 12 is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Participants in this level have reported this feeling of clicking out of their physical bodies and entering a new dimension.
Wait, hold on. Like their consciousness leaves their body?
That's what they're reporting.
Is that suggesting that our mind is separate from our body, do you think?
Well, it certainly raises that question, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
Is this like is this evidence for that whole holographic universe theory we're going to get into where consciousness isn't just limited by our bodies in space and time?
It could be. It's fascinating to think about.
That is fascinating. Okay. And then we got this Focus 15 that everyone's always talking about.
Right.
What is that one?
Focus 15 is all about time manipulation.
Whoa, hold on. Time manipulation.
Yeah. They believe that participants may be able to access the past and the future.
So are we talking time travel here?
Well, the report suggests that it's a possibility.
Okay. I have so many questions, but before we get too ahead of ourselves,
Sure.
let's try to understand the science behind all this.
Okay.
Because, how does this all hold up scientifically?
Well, they lean heavily on concepts from quantum mechanics and holography. In fact, they propose that the entire universe is a giant hologram.
Wait, the whole universe is a hologram?
Yeah.
How's that even possible? Like, how could something so vast and complex be,
Right.
like, reduced to a projection?
It's a really mind-bending concept.
It is.
But the idea is that, like a hologram contains all the information of a 3D object on a 2D surface.
Right.
What if the universe works similarly?
Right.
What if all the information about everything, past, present, future, is somehow encoded in a deeper level of reality?
Like a deeper level than what we can perceive with our senses, right?
Exactly.
So you're saying that if we could tap into this, like, universal hologram, we could know anything. Like, we could access knowledge about everything.
That's what the report suggests.
That is, I need a minute to process that. So Project Gateway. It helps us access this hologram.
They believe so.
How does that work?
Well, they propose that manipulating energy grids
Okay.
and frequencies.
What are energy grids?
Well, they describe them as these sort of interconnected networks of energy that permeate the universe.
I see.
So by manipulating these energy grids and frequencies, they think that that's the key to interacting with this universal hologram.
So it's like we're tuning our consciousness like a radio
Yeah, that's a great
to
analysis.
pick up a specific signal or channel.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, now this is all very theoretical, right?
Of course.
We need to be, critical thinkers here
Absolutely.
and not just take everything as gospel.
The report itself acknowledges the need for more research.
I see. But even if just a little bit of this is true,
Right?
the implications are massive.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it changes everything we think we know about consciousness and reality.
It really does. It challenges our entire understanding of who we are and where we fit in.
It does. It really does. And this idea about like activating some kind of dormant energy within us, that keeps coming up.
Yes.
We talked about it with Hemi-Sync and Kundalini yoga.
Right.
Like, where does that fit in?
Well, it's interesting because the report draws a lot of parallels between the gateway experience and this concept of Kundalini yoga.
Right.
And both of them really emphasize this idea of awakening a hidden energy within the human body.
Okay.
It's often visualized as a serpent coiled at the base of the spine.
Oh, right. Right. I've heard of that.
And in Kundalini yoga, they call this energy Kundalini Shakti. And they believe that when it's awakened, it leads to spiritual enlightenment and expanded consciousness.
So they think that the gateway experience is kind of triggering a similar awakening?
That's what they're suggesting.
That's pretty wild.
It is. And they believe that this energy, once activated, plays a big role in accessing the universal hologram.
Okay, so we've got Hemi-Sync synchronizing our brain.
Right.
We've got this Kundalini energy acting as a bridge to a higher consciousness. And we've got this universal hologram out there just waiting to be tapped into.
It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot, but it's so exciting. So the report's not just like, throwing these theories out there, right?
Right.
They're giving us some tools to work with.
Exactly. They offer practical techniques that you can use to explore these concepts for yourself.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give me the tools. Let's unlock some hidden potential.
Well, one that stands out is called color breathing.
Oh, color breathing. I've heard of that.
So remember how we were talking about manipulating energy fields?
Mm-hmm.
This exercise really taps into that.
Okay.
So it's not just about breathing deeply, it's about visualizing yourself breathing in different colors.
So like each color has a specific energy
I
or
believe so, yeah.
vibration?
For example, they say breathing in blue can promote relaxation,
Interesting.
while red might be more invigorating.
Okay, so it's like picking a color for your mood.
Right, exactly. You're consciously choosing the frequency you want to experience.
That's so cool. And then there's this energy bar tool.
Yes.
I've heard of this one too. What is that all about?
So the energy bar tool involves visualizing this bar of energy
Okay,
that extends from your head to your feet.
gotcha.
And by mentally manipulating this bar, you can supposedly direct energy to different parts of your body.
Okay,
You can use it for healing,
I see.
for enhancing focus, for tapping into your own inner power.
That's powerful. So it's all about intention, right?
Yes, very much so.
Like where you focus your attention
Absolutely.
directs the energy.
That's the idea.
I love these techniques.
I too.
They're so accessible.
Okay.
And it seems like they could be helpful even if you're not trying to access other dimensions.
Exactly.
Just for everyday life.
They can be used for stress management, for personal growth, for creative exploration.
I can see that. I can totally see that. Have you tried these?
I have dabbled, yes.
Have you noticed a difference?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anything that helps you become more aware of your energy and your inner state
Right.
is going to have a positive impact.
Right. What about those bigger experiences?
Sure.
Like the out-of-body experiences that the report talks about.
Right.
How attainable are those?
Well, the report suggests that consistent practice
Yeah.
with the gateway tapes and the exercises can eventually lead to those states.
Okay.
Focus 12 in
It's
particular.
like the clicking out one.
Right, is designed to facilitate that.
Yeah.
But it's not easy.
I bet.
It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes a willingness to really let go
go.
of your preconceived notions about reality.
Whoa. Okay. So this is deep work.
It is.
This is a commitment.
It's a journey.
Yeah. This whole thing is about the power of our own consciousness, isn't it?
It really is. Project Gateway, for all its strangeness and its controversy, it
Mm.
really challenges us to explore the potential of our own minds.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
This is, I think we're just scratching the surface here.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
so much more to uncover.
Yeah. We've only just begun.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to dive even deeper into these techniques
Yes.
and how they can help us tap into our hidden potential.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. We've been talking about color breathing and the energy bar tool. These are very interesting, practical things.
Yeah.
But let's take a step back. Let's talk about the universe as a giant hologram.
Okay, yeah. I'm still kind of struggling with that concept.
I think we all are. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's not how we normally think about reality.
Right. We think of the universe as this physical thing with objects.
Mm-hmm.
But what if that's just a projection, like a hologram?
Okay, but how would that even work? Like, what does it even mean for the universe to be a hologram?
It's a bit like that analogy we were talking about before with the hologram.
Okay.
Containing the information of a 3D object on
Yeah.
a 2D surface.
Right.
So what if the universe is like that? What if all the information about everything, every event, every thought, every possibility is somehow encoded in a deeper, more fundamental level of reality?
So you're saying there's like this blueprint to the universe that we experience?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
like the source code.
source code?
And through altered states of consciousness, maybe we can tap into that, into this this universal library of information,
So the knowledge is there,
potentially.
but we just don't have the right tools
We
to
haven't learned to perceive it.
perceive it. Okay, that's a really interesting idea because it's like the key to the universe's secrets is in our consciousness.
Exactly. It's about shifting the focus from external exploration to internal exploration.
I like that.
And it says that the potential for discovery is limitless.
It is. But if all this information is, supposedly encoded in this holographic reality,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we experience it all the time? Why do we need these altered states?
Well, they suggest that our normal everyday awareness is like a limited bandwidth,
Like we can only tune into a few channels.
Yeah, it's like we're stuck on one radio station,
Right.
but through these practices like Hemi-Sync, we can expand that. We can tune into different frequencies.
So it's not that the information's hidden, it's just that we
We're not perceiving it.
need a stronger receiver.
Yeah, that's where the practical techniques like color breathing and the energy bar tool come in. They can help manipulate your energy field, tune into those frequencies.
Okay. And this dormant energy idea keeps coming up.
Yes.
Connecting the gateway experience to Kundalini yoga.
Right. Both systems emphasize the idea of this energy within the body, usually visualized as a serpent at the base of the spine.
Okay.
In Kundalini yoga, it's called Kundalini Shakti. And when it's awakened, they believe it leads to enlightenment.
So is the gateway experience triggering a similar awakening of that?
That's the idea. And it may be a key to accessing the hologram.
Okay, so we've got Hemi-Sync synchronizing our brain.
Right.
We've got Kundalini energy as the bridge to higher consciousness.
Yeah.
And then the universe as a giant hologram.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing. But the report doesn't just leave us hanging, right?
Yeah. No.
Like they give us some actual tools.
Absolutely. Practical steps to explore this yourself?
Okay, let's dive into some more details about those. I really want to know how they work.
Sure. So color breathing, it's a visualization technique.
Okay.
They say each color vibrates at a frequency, and when you breathe it in, you attune to that.
So it's like setting an intention, like choosing how you want to feel.
Exactly. Blue might calm you down, while red could energize you.
So it's like we get to pick our state of being.
In a way, yes. And the energy bar tool, it's all about intention and focus. Visualize a bar from head to toe and manipulate it to direct energy.
So if I'm having trouble focusing,
You could use it to bring energy to your head.
that's pretty cool. These are great techniques, it
Yeah.
seems like. Like they could be really helpful, even if you're not, trying to have those big experiences.
Absolutely. They can help with stress, with creativity.
They're good for everyone.
Yeah, it's about becoming aware of your energy.
Yeah. And that reminds me, we keep talking about energy fields and frequencies. Do you think that manipulating them can actually have a physical effect on us?
I think it's possible. If our mental state can affect our physical health,
Right.
then why not the other way around?
That's a great point. So can we really access hidden knowledge through altered states?
The report seems to think so.
That's a big question.
It is, but the potential is there.
It is. And Project Gateway is like an invitation to explore that potential
Exactly, to question our assumptions about reality
and to question our assumptions about reality.
and to tap into the power of our own consciousness.
Exactly.
We're back, and I don't know about you, but my head is buzzing with all these ideas from Project Gateway.
It's a lot to unpack, that's for sure.
It is. But before we wrap up, I'm curious about how we can actually use all this in our daily lives.
Yeah, that's the key, right?
Hmm.
How do we take these big mind-bending concepts and make them practical? Exactly. So, we talked about color breathing
Hmm.
and the energy bar tool.
Right.
Can those really help us, like, be better versions of ourselves?
Absolutely, they can. Remember, these techniques are all about shifting your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And that shift can have a ripple effect on everything you do.
Okay, but how? Give me some, like, real-world examples.
Sure. Let's say you're feeling super stressed out.
Oh, that's me, like, every day.
Try color breathing.
Okay.
Visualize yourself breathing in calming blue light.
Like, just picture it.
Yeah, like a mini meditation.
And that's supposed to help with stress?
It can help to calm your nervous system, recenter yourself.
Huh. Like a reset button for your brain.
Exactly. And if you need a boost of energy, visualize red.
Interesting. So it's like we have a whole color palette
Right.
for different situations.
Exactly.
What about the energy bar tool?
That one's great for focus and intention.
Okay.
So say you're working on a tough problem, visualize energy flowing to your head.
Like a brain boost.
Yeah, it can help with clarity, problem solving.
And if you need a creative spark?
Visualize energy flowing to your heart center.
Oh, interesting.
It can help with inspiration and flow.
So we really do have all this potential within us.
We do. And the more you practice these techniques,
Yeah.
the more you become aware of that potential.
That's amazing. It really highlights the power of our own consciousness.
It does.
Project Gateway might be controversial,
Sure.
but it really forces us to, like, question what's possible.
Absolutely. To look within, to explore.
Yeah. To push those boundaries.
Exactly.
This deep dive has been incredible.
It has.
I mean, mind-blowing concepts, practical tools.
We've covered a lot.
I hope our listeners are feeling just as inspired as I am.
I hope so too.
It's been an amazing journey.
It has.
And to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep pushing those boundaries.
That's key.
Maybe there's a gateway experience waiting for you too. Until next time, keep diving deep.